Hi there. So, apologies for the unorthodox recording location. I'm actually in the bath. And that sounds a little bit weird, I realize that, but please hear me out. Shower thoughts, or bath thoughts in this case. I just wanted to make like a little inconsequential state of the channel / final thoughts of 2018 sort of thing. And I didn't want to script anything because I just wanted it to be like me talking to you guys, I guess, in a not scripted sense, I guess. So I thought that, getting it in an organic way was probably the best bet on that, but I tend to ramble a lot and I don't really have a lot of direct thoughts, so to speak. I'm bad at just saying things without like meandering, but I organize my thoughts pretty cohesively the most often when I'm in the shower or the bath, because like I said, shower thoughts, that kind of thing. So I figured, hey, well, if I'm gonna do this, might as well, right? That being said, so 2019 is upon us. How about that? That's pretty crazy. I started this channel earlier this year. Of course, the first video that I uploaded was the first major video I uploaded anyway, was July or something, probably? Something like that. Anyway, so I've had the channel going for let's just be generous and give myself August as a start point, probably. So I've had this channel in doing my usual thing, I suppose you could say, for around 5-ish months, and in that time I've gotten 400 subs, which is crazy. I cannot even begin to describe how weird that is to me, because I don't really see myself as a person that's all that entirely captivating or anything. I still don't really think that about myself, but apparently 400 people found it, found my videos, my content enjoyable enough to be like, hey, I want to listen to this person talk about more things. And I did talk about a lot of things this year. Even though it was only 5 months span of this year, I still did make a good handful of videos. And I'm pretty proud of them, to be honest. I feel like I've improved a lot in the short time that I've been doing them too. And I appreciate the feedback. That Conjun video blew up. I don't even know what was going on there, dude. I mean, I'm really glad that so many people seem to like that video. A lot of people subscribed because of that video. And I can't say how grateful I am for that. I really am really thankful for that. It's just so funny to me because I just made that video because I really enjoyed that series and I wanted to get my thoughts out somewhere. I just wanted to explore my reactions to it in a sort of an emotional sense, I suppose, and sort of get it out there in a way that was viewable for other people. I didn't have any expectation that it would pick up a viewership at all. I was surprised when it surpassed a few hundred views, much less 15 freaking K. Man, oh man, that was surprising. I mean, my other videos since then haven't really performed nearly as well as the Conjun one, because I think that one is just a special case of sorts. It just blew up a lot more than any of my other content, and that's fine. I don't really mind. I'm not complaining about it or anything. I mean, I'm thrilled to death that even 100 people watched my newest video. So, popularity has never really been a factor of video creation for me. I mean, I just kind of talk about what I want to talk about, and that just kind of carries my entire creative process to a certain extent. That being said, there are several people along the way that I would like to thank for the stuff that they've done. In particular, I'd like to thank my one patron at the moment. I'm hoping that I'll have more in the future, but again, really, I just opened a Patreon just in case people wanted to help me out. It's not really a thing that I thought would get a lot of traction to begin with. But I wanted to thank Dean, who is my best friend in the whole world and has been pledging to me for the past couple of months now. Really, really sweet, talented person who, honestly, we have so much fun talking together, and I really do appreciate them a lot, so hats off to you. I'm bad at talking about things. I'm bad at being sentimental about things. Well, not really. I'm a very sentimental person, to be honest, but I'm bad at being sentimental in just words alone, I guess, because talking is a lot harder for me than writing, to be honest. You might start to notice that hearing me talk as opposed to hearing something that I scripted, spoken. I want to thank my friend Tom, also known on YouTube as RecD. He's picked up a lot of popularity recently with his Jebble with Lyrics thing from Deltarune, which I'm glad for him. I've been seeing Tom's content come out for like years now. He's made a lot of really cool, funny things, a lot of really heartfelt things. Undersong, man, that's been going for like 3 years now. And I've been like super into it as soon as he started coming up with it. It's always very clearly been a big passion project of his, and it's been really taken off for him lately, and I'm really glad about that. Because Tom's content, I think he's a really, really great creator. I think he makes a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm excited for him because I think he deserves that popularity. Anyway, God, I meandered for a bit there, but anyway, that being said, I wanted to thank Tom because just the other day he promoted my off video that I just came out with. He shared it to his like nearly 14,000 subscribers. And I mean, you know, community tab work only gets you so far. A lot of people don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff, but it's really, again, like I don't care about popularity, to be honest, and it's the thought that really counts on something like that. And I mean, he cared enough to share it, and I'm really thankful for that. I'm just also really thankful that he's been my friend for so long. We've known each other for years now. And, you know, he's always been a really cordial, friendly guy. It's just always been a lot of fun to talk to. I want to thank Katie Kyoso, who is the head editor and writer and all that good junk over at Reputable Dubbing Pictures, a subsidiary of Sonic Paradox. That's where we do Sonic S, which is an abridged series that I'm on as Sonic and a couple of other side characters. Katie and I have known each other for a little bit longer even than I've known Tom, and you know, it's just been a blast working with her. Everything that we do, I'm really proud of every time we turn something out. And I hear say that some new content is coming in relation to that very soon, possibly, so keep your eyes out for that. This next thanks is a little bit more non-specific because I don't really want to get too far into it. So earlier this year and a lot of last year, probably like almost all of last year actually, I did not like myself. I do not like myself from that period of time. The me from that period of time was like pretty shit, you know, pardon my French. Pretty bad. I only sort of realized a lot of that when it was brought to my attention. Whew, it was not good. Let's just say it was a pretty rough period of time. What I wanted to say, basically, in its basic gist, was that it's given me a lot to think about and a lot to evaluate and a lot to really chew on. And there were a lot of things I realized about myself that I was like, yeah, that's not so great. I don't like that. That's kind of an understatement, really, but that aside, a wake-up call is definitely something that I needed at that time. Regardless of how it turned out or how I felt about it at the time or how I even really feel about some of it now, I do think it was important for me to take a step back and really reevaluate myself. And, you know, so there's a feeling there that I need to at least say sort of like thank you for that, even though I'm sure the people who that applies to would probably not even be watching this at all, and if they by some chance did, I don't think they'd even really care, but that's okay. I'm fine with that, because to be honest, like, it makes sense. 2018 was not a year that I think, for the majority of it, was all that good, to be honest. It's been a really rough year, like one of the roughest I've had in recent memory. Not quite as bad as 2016 was, not gonna get into that. That was torture for me. That was the worst. So yeah, I don't know if I'd say it was as bad as that, but it was pretty bad, all things considered. Only in recent months has it started kind of shaping up, and that's because I think I've started shaping up a little bit more too. I've got a lot of plans for the future right now. A lot of things I have on my plate that are like, you know, mostly tentative, but they're still cool ideas. And I want to try to do them, if possible. If not, then, you know, like, I'll figure something else out. That's kind of what always happens, you know, you make plans and not everything pans out the way you want it to, but sometimes you find different things to do, sometimes you find better things to do, who knows? You just work with what you got, basically. So, I also want to say that I'm not anywhere close to out of ideas for videos. I have plenty of stuff that I want to make for you guys. I'm sorry I've been kind of slow recently, just like I said, mental health and stuff. Yeah, it just makes the grind of video making a little bit harder, and I hope you'll stick around for those ideas because I'm excited about them. I have a lot of faith in those video ideas, and hopefully even if they're not stuff that you particularly care to hear about, you know, they're at least interesting enough that you stick around. And as far as Archie Sonic Dissected goes, I'm also still working on that, obviously. That's, like I said, it's a slower burn background project than the rest of my stuff, so you'll see that less frequently than like my other stuff, but I do still have it running in the background, and I'm really excited to do more of that for you guys because there's a lot of stuff in that comic that I just really want to talk about. It's gonna be fun. You know, had a good holiday season. I haven't had a good holiday season in like God knows how long, so this was a nice change of pace. I've had, like I said in another video recently, I've been going to a new doctor, and that's been a bit of a journey. I'm getting on new medication. Feel like I'm, you know, slowly approaching the point where I'm like getting better again. I was doing pretty bad there for a while, but I think I'm starting to do better, especially in regards to like, I think just the improved outlook and the behavioral changes and like the general desire to be better than I was before has, you know, put me on the straight and narrow to some extent. And I think, you know, I'm getting there. It's still gonna take some time, and I never want to stop trying to be better. I never want to like sit down and be like, oh yeah, I'm done getting better now. Like, I always want to improve upon myself and do better than I have before, but, you know, that being said, I do think I am getting better, if that makes sense. So yeah, I really appreciate your support. If you watched this update video, that probably says a lot about you in terms of like how much you care about this channel, because to be honest, I don't know if I could sit here and listen to me talk for that long. But there's like 400 of you that like subscribed and are willing to do that, and that means an immeasurable amount to me. I know that sounds cheeky and phony, and you know, it's what every YouTuber does. It's like, oh man, I care so much about like all you guys that subscribe to me and stuff, but like I really do. It means a lot to me because, again, like I said, doing stuff for the popularity, making stuff for views, that's never really been my intention. I just wanted to make videos because I like to make them, because I like to talk about these things, and the fact that they even get views at all is just secondary to me. That doesn't mean that it doesn't matter to me, it just means that, you know, the whole point of me making the video was to have fun and talk about something that I cared about, and the fact that people viewed it on top of that was just like an added bonus, sort of. So the fact that my videos have gotten the amount of views that they have, even if one is like significantly more popular than others or whatever, it doesn't matter. The fact that they even have gotten an audience at all, the fact that there are 400 something of you here that are willing to listen to me ramble about things for like 30 odd minutes or like 15 odd minutes or however long you watch, it doesn't really matter. The fact that you watch it all, I'm just really grateful for that. I'm grateful that anybody bothered to click on my videos in the first place. I'm grateful that they clicked like or commented or subscribed or did anything. I'm grateful that you're alive and are breathing and, you know, hopefully living a happy life. And if you're not, then, I mean, hey, I hope it gets better for you soon. Well, we've all been through some pretty bad times. I know I have been this year. But we're always taking one step forward, I guess, in one way or another. That being said, 2019's looking up. I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot of cool stuff happening in the next year, and I have a lot of ideas for what I want to do within the next year, and you know, hopefully it turns out well. I really don't know where everything's going to go from here, but you know, all I can really hope is that it'll turn out the best that it can. So that being said, thank you so much for listening to me ramble on about stuff. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all in 2019. Peace.